Now, you may have observed the disruptions in internet service in Nigeria and beyond for weeks now. Bank transactions and economic activities have continued to falter in the past weeks. That is to tell you the role the internet plays in the existence of man in the 21st century. Today, we dig deep to get you all the stories surrounding the undersea cable cut and how it has put smooth business transactions in jeopardy.
Nigerians, including telecommunications companies, banks, and media, among others, were on Thursday, March 14, hit by internet outage as a result of damage to international undersea cable supplying them with connectivity. Individuals and businesses who are battling snail-speed internet or completely unavailable internet may have to bear with the crisis for much more time than expected, as full restoration of service is not visible until toward the end of April. The internet outage, which resulted from the multiple fiber cuts in 4 subsea cables including Mainone, West African Cable System, WACS, African Coast to Europe, ACE, and South Atlantic Telecommunications, SAT3, has been described as a major crisis. Local businesses and financial transactions have been constrained by the slow internet. Millions of Nigerians over the weekend who had financial transactions to execute could not do much, as most bank apps were not accessible. The impact of the outage has been felt deeply and almost paralyzed business activities in about 14 countries in Africa, including Ghana, Liberia, Benin, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, and Guinea, among others.
I mean, the main problem is off the coast of Ivory Coast. So all those countries that has where it has stop along that, because it's a running cable and then has its loops off the main cable that runs through. So a lot of countries that taps from that undersea infrastructure are affected. Nigeria, of course, Ghana.
It was, let me say, an emergency when it came up that the first thing that you will see is that you cannot make a call. So the first impact it has is on the telecommunications. That some of the telecommunication services, they are not working.
MTN Nigeria was the most affected by the network disruption, as it has the highest number of subscribers to its voice and data services. Telecommunication companies, banks, and other financial institutions had to reroute their traffic to alternative service providers, following calls to the undersea cable supplying broadband internet connectivity to Nigeria and countries in the West African sub-region. In a statement on Friday, Mainone Network, whose facilities provide internet service to many parts of the Western and Southern Africa on Thursday, March 14, at 7:43 Nigerian time, said it experienced a fault in its network, and its investigation revealed that the fault occurred due to an external incident that resulted in a cut to its submarine cable system in the Atlantic. The service provider would require a minimum of 5 weeks to pull the damaged cable out of the seabed, repair, and fix them.
It all now depends on how fast they can reach the point where the fault is.
The company said it has a maintenance agreement with the Atlantic Cable Maintenance and Repair Agreement, ACMA, to provide repair services for the submarine cable. The service provider also added that the steps to be taken include first identifying and assigning a vessel to retrieve the necessary spare required to repair and then sailing to the fourth location to conduct the repair work. While the impact of the outage has significantly reduced as a result of rerouting to alternative providers by many businesses, full restoration of service, according to information, may take several weeks.
Like, this is the main internet we are using. We have this one in case this one is down. We go to this one, but when this one is down, the other one too, there will be heavy load on it, so which will make the internet too slow, and even at times it may not even be responsive.
For internet providers to give connection to their customers in Nigeria, Internet Infrastructure Company has to run submarine cable known as fiber optic from outside Europe or through satellite, which is more expensive compared to the fiber optic. Lanre Balola, AIT News, Abuja.